Hi everyone, it's Chey here. Today I'll tell you everything that you need to know about the 2v8 game mode. 2v8 comes out on Thursday, July 25th. It'll be available for 2 weeks at least, until August 8th. At the moment, this is a limited modifier. While a lot of people may be disappointed that this mode is only available for 2 weeks, that is only a temporary thing. They intend to bring this game mode back with changes made from feedback from us playing during this 2-week period. They intend to make this game mode permanent, not this year, but hopefully next year. So we may see a few rounds of testing. The devs intend for the 2v8 mode to feel like a fun party mode, and you can play as any survivor, but you can only play as the original killers. There are no perks in this game mode, but there are classes instead. As for killers, each of their abilities is a little bit different than in the regular game mode, and killers have specific synergies that work with their partner killer. Anyways, if you missed the live stream where they discussed the 2v8, here it is with my reactions, and it goes way more in depth than what I just described here. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. Thank you.
Let's talk about 2v8. And with me now is Justin Brown, our product director. Let's kick it off with the most basic of
Smells.
info.
I'll go through everything.
Can people play 2v8?
Of course.
I'll go through it, don't worry.
All that long. I've seen people mentioning this in the chat. Not sure how they know already, but Thursday, July 25th.
Oh, I should wait because sometimes they add a new icon in the shop.
As we mentioned originally, it is a limited time
there's
event,
an item
so
freebie.
it will run for 2 weeks at least, making it end on August 8th.
Okay,
Yeah.
2v8.
Just hold on. We'll get into that later, too, about it being limited. We know people got thoughts. Just hold on. We got a lot of details to get into.
I want to see the Twitch chat.
If people didn't catch the anniversary broadcast, give us a refresher on the team's goals with 2v8 and what they can expect from the brand new mode.
Yeah, absolutely. So
These
first, we
people just
wanted it to
didn't
be
watch
very
the
different
stream.
from standard trial. We really wanted to focus on sort of fun, chaotic experience, something that was more like a party mode in Dead by Daylight. So with that, we really wanted to highlight those sort of social and teamwork elements in Dead by Daylight. And we made some adjustments just to keep that action fast-paced, make working together as a team of killers or survivors as dynamic as possible. We did, in fact, also drop a trailer yesterday, so most of you have probably seen it. For those that haven't, let's watch it again.
Get hype.
I didn't watch it. Let's go. I don't eat shoes. I mostly play Dead by Daylight. Sometimes I do like variety. Double the kills, double the fun. Okay, but like realistically, it's gonna be Nurse and Billy, or like Billy and Huntress. Like, it's not gonna be Wraith Trapper. Let's be real. Oh God, he just stepped on her. Step on me. If someone DCs, if one of the killers would get a bot killer, actually, that's a good question.
The music in that got me so hype. It's got like, I know you couldn't hear it because we're in the studio, but
I'm
like
asking
80s
that in there.
slasher vibes. So shout out to the folks who put that trailer together. But back to the mode. Let's get into the details. I'll kick us off. So in 2v8, we've got 13 generators. Survivors need to repair 8 of them.
8 gens, okay.
And this first iteration of the mode is coming with 5 maps, but they are supersized versions of existing maps. Yeah. So larger versions of maps you already know. And now Justin's going to walk us through a lot of the nitty-gritty with some helpful infographics along the way.
Yes, of course. So first things first, we really wanted to drive up the fast-paced, sort of chaotic element of this mode. As a result, one of the things that do not exist in this mode, you may have noticed from the trailer, are hooks. We do not have hooks in this mode. Instead, down survivors in 2v8 are sent to a cage, much like Pyramid Head's power, and survivors will be sacrificed after 3 cage states.
Okay.
Next, survivors will also be able to self-heal after 2 cage states. So when you're on sort of death cage, so to speak, you can self-heal.
That sounds badass.
On the counter side to that, survivors who have not yet been caged have their aura revealed to both killers every time a generator pops.
Wait,
and also
what?
note, just for all of you survivors out there that when you uncage a survivor, the killers do not receive a loud noise notification in
Okay.
this mode, so you have a little bit of breathing room to regroup, sort of heal your teammate and move on. And then finally, there are no perks in 2v8. Instead, survivors have classes in this mode, which will make them embody a specific role, and then killers each have their own unique team power.
Okay, so slipping in kind
okay.
of the big stuff at the end there. So let's focus on that. So no perks in 2v8. So how does the gameplay, which is usually built around those perks, how does it differ in this mode?
Yeah,
I just wanna see the chat.
survivors having a class, it means that you have a sort of predefined gameplay objective to help your team, more or less. And it's very different from regular sort of DBD because your classes, you can see your own class, all of your teammates' classes right in the lobby. You
Okay.
can continue to see them in the match. It's shown on the HUD.
Cool.
So
Cool.
you know what to sort of expect from each player as you're
I like
going
that.
into the match, how they're going to play, or at least how they should play to be the most effective.
How they should play.
For the killer side of things, it's more about just understanding what your unique killer's team power is and how to best leverage that.
Man, classes, team powers. You're queuing up everything for me. Thank you.
Right.
So let's speak about classes. Let's talk about those. So survivor classes are guide, medic, escapist, and scout. Tell me more.
That's exactly right. First things first, it's important to note any survivor can be any class. You can switch your class. Doesn't matter which survivor you are. They are not bound to a specific survivor.
Oh, your class
So
is not
then
bound to
talk about the
survivors.
4 unique ones. Of course, first we have medic. Medic, pretty self-explanatory. They're all about healing. They can see the aura of injured teammates. They also get great buffs when healing.
Medic seems very strong.
After that, we have the guide, which is all about generators. They do see
Oh,
the
wait.
aura of some generators, and they provide cooperative bonuses when repairing generators with teammates.
Great skill
Next
check
is the
progress
scout.
boost.
It's
I like
all
hitting
about
greats.
collecting and gathering intel, being a little bit sneaky, stealth. The scout does have the killer's aura revealed to them if the killer damages a generator or breaks a pallet. They also crouch walk faster.
Make
that
no
stealth
sound when
element.
injured.
And they also have this really great ability where anytime a scout player has line of sight on a killer, that killer's aura is revealed to the rest of the team. It cannot
What?
be overstated how valuable this can be in this mode for
What?
the rest of your team. And then last but not least, for those who love the chase, the escapist. The escapist, of course, sees the auras of vault locations and
This is so
pallets.
cool.
They also run faster while injured, and they have a sprint burst-like mechanic. Where
They
get a
run
speed boost,
faster when
they
injured?
run,
So just
which
made
is
for this.
also applied to any teammates.
They just get made
within
for
a
this.
certain
Old made for
radius,
this.
which is very interesting.
Nice.
What?
I love those
What?
team boosts are so cool.
What?
So okay, that's the survivor side. On the killer side,
YouTubers are
let me
pissing their
finish.
pants with
Killer
excitement.
powers, we'll get into that. So the first iteration
Running a
of
killer for
2v8,
8
which is coming next week,
generators
as we just mentioned,
as an
it's, coming with
escapist.
5 original killers that people can choose from. We're already planning to be adding more in additional iterations of 2v8, but we're starting with 5: the Trapper, the Wraith, Huntress.
There's
Hillbilly,
no
and
way
Nurse.
someone named Captain Reynolds
Yes,
Adama
of
just
course. And
followed
so
me.
As a killer, you finally have somebody to partner up with, which is huge. It's a big change. And we wanted to infuse them with abilities that would sort of reflect this new reality, and also to make each of them have actual powers that sort of make sense in this chaotic environment. We also did slight balance tweaks for each of the killers to sort of make them play better in this mode. So to achieve this last part, of course, we did a few base kit changes. It's mostly drawing inspiration from existing add-ons, just sort of buffing or nerfing specific killers when it made the most sense. They're pretty subtle tweaks, but they really help them shine in this mode. And then we get into the team abilities. This is something brand new for each of these killers. It's a really exciting way for these killers to cooperate with their teammates. As an example, the
Hatchets
Trapper,
reveal
every time he
survivors'
sets a
auras.
trap,
Oh.
his teammate gets a speed boost.
Nice.
Oh.
The Wraith, if the Wraith is cloaked within a certain proximity of his teammate will also get undetectable.
Ooh.
The Huntress, each time she hits a survivor with a hatchet, that survivor's aura is revealed to her teammate, which is pretty interesting. The Hillbilly, whenever he is chainsaw sprinting, survivors within a certain distance of him will become exposed.
What?
And then last but not least, the Nurse gets an additional blink each time she's within a certain radius of her teammate.
Oh, I tell you, that is so cool. It's so fresh and different from the core mode. So thank you, Justin, for the details. I think